Hey there, everybody. You're traveling and doing some cooking with Jack and my heavenly wife, Pam. Back in the kitchen today to make a dish that's going to be healthy and delicious. Oftentimes when we think pasta, we think, ooh, going to be too heavy, too many calories. Well, we're going to make a healthy pasta dish today. That's right. Let me show you what we're going to start off with. We've got a little bit of hot olive oil going here. And we're going to put some garlic in it. I've got a little bit of garlic here. Got a nice jar of it. I like that, you can do your own garlic, but I buy the stuff that's already minced up. It's just a little bit easier. You guys know that. But if you like to get a garlic press out and do your own thing, well, have at it. So, we've got a little garlic in there. If those of you who like to measure, if I eyeball that, I'd say maybe a tablespoon and a half. You could do a little less, you could do a little more. But nonetheless, this is a pasta dish, Italian dish. We do want a little garlic in it. Now, with that, for our base, we're kind of making our base sauce. Some olive oil, some garlic, and then I've got some red pepper flakes. We're going to get that started. Pretty little healthy amount there. Again, if you're a measurer, and I don't measure things, maybe a teaspoon and a half of the red pepper flakes would be just about right. And that'll get going pretty quick here. Now, over next to me, I've got some water that's getting ready to boil. And I've already got my pasta ready. I'm using some linguine noodles, and I've already broken them up in half. There you see. That makes it a lot easier because I'm making just a small batch here because it's just me. So that water will get going. And of course, you've always heard you want to salt your water a little bit. Kind of enhances the flavor of the pasta. So, 4 or 5 good cranks with that, and we're in good shape. So, what are we going to be putting in our pasta today that's going to make it so wonderfully delicious, but yet still healthy? Well, it's going to be basically 3 or 4 different ingredients. That's all. You could do more, you could do less. Now, just remember, I got to get one of the little utensils, so bear with me. I've got to get a little spoon because I've got a little secret ingredient I'm going to be adding in a few minutes. It's not really a secret. There we go. So our oil is now good and hot, and our garlic starting to sizzle just a little bit. You got to be careful not to burn it, and we're not with this. So what do I have to put in our pasta tonight? I've got some beautiful organic cremini mushrooms. That's over there. I've already sliced them up. These are roasted red peppers. You get them in a jar. They're roasted. They're full of flavor. So we'll add our mushrooms first because mushrooms take a little bit longer to cook. We'll add the red peppers a little bit later. And then I've got one other little secret ingredient, as I mentioned. So let's kind of get those going. And they'll cook up pretty fast. Now, we're going to put a little salt on our mushrooms. Now, this dish could be made with heavy cream and butter, and you could make it in Alfredo sauce. I thought about doing that, and then I thought better of it. I thought, no, I'm going to go with a little healthier version of this, and it's still going to be full of flavor. So we got a little salt. Let's add some peppers. Or pepper, that is. Just plain old-fashioned ground black pepper. And a little bit of smoked paprika. I continue to have people ask me about smoked paprika. A lot of people have never used it, never heard of it. It's really good. Of course, you know me. I shop at Trader Joe's. It just adds a little smokiness to it. And for this particular pasta, we want that. So there we go. We got that going. Now, our water is boiling over here for our pasta. So what do you say we put our noodles in? There you go. Cut them in half. That way, they'll just cook a little bit easier. Now I've got a big pot, and you probably do too. But I don't need it. Again, I'm just cooking for one. If you're cooking for a whole herd of people, you're going to want a big pot with lots of pasta. And you're probably going to want a bigger pan than what I'm doing here. There you can see our mushrooms. They're cooking up really nice. Our pasta, I'm going to turn it up so they don't stick together. I'm just going to kind of run my spoon. I'll use a wooden spoon a lot. I like a wooden spoon. It just seems to be the best way to cook with. I don't know, for me. You probably have your own preference. Pam and I never like the plastic products, things like that. Even the steel products, because they're going to scratch your skillet. You know, you don't want that. Okay, these mushrooms are looking really good. Lots of nice color there. Like what I'm seeing. How about you? Keep that going. Meanwhile, our pasta is boiling really good. Now, you're probably thinking, is there a lot of oil there? You know, when you look at this, you'd say there's a lot of olive oil there. But what we're going to be doing, though, is we're going to mix our pasta with our olive oil, mushroom, pepper mix. And so, you know, it's going to soak up all that oil. And again, it's better for you than doing the heavy cream, the flour, and the butter. But again, if you prefer that, go for it. I like it too, but you know, I'm kind of a big guy too, so I don't need to eat a lot of heavy cream and butter and things like that. But as I've always said too, if you're going to use butter, use the real thing. Don't use the substitutes. It's just not good. Have you ever read the label of what's in margarine? Not going to go there. Okay, those mushrooms are looking dandy. Come back over here. You know, Pam was always my pasta tester, and never failed. I'd give her a little bite and say, try it, see what you think. Every time. 2 more minutes without fail. That was just her thing. Okay, so our mushrooms look pretty darn good. They look real good, in fact. Now, I've got my red pepper flakes we talked about. I'm going to add those. Hang on, I'm going to rinse this off. Remember, we clean as we cook. If you clean as you cook, when you get done, you don't have to worry about having a big old messy kitchen, because who wants that? Okay. Oh, look at the color there. You seeing that color? And again, it's those roasted red peppers. They come in a bottle, and they're really good. Now, I'm going to also add a little bit more of the red pepper flakes. Just a little more of that. Let's go over here and check on our noodles. I can already tell they're kind of getting rubbery and moving around, so that's good. Again, we like to make quick and easy dishes around here. We're going to do that. And I don't know, we may run out of time on the video, and you'll just have to, I'll just tell you how this finishes out. Now, one thing I'm going to get ready on standby is my strainer. I've got a nice little small one here. Some of you probably have bigger ones. This was just right. I got it at a local kitchen store, and I just love it. It's just perfect if you're only cooking for 1 or 2 people, and it's all that I need. Okay. Noodles are still cooking. Some people like them almost al dente. I like mine done just a tad more. There we go. I'm sure these are not ready yet, but maybe we will give it a little look and see. Nah, there's no way that's ready. No way. Oh, let's talk about maybe what kind of wine would you pair with this? The cool part about this dish, because we're not necessarily going with a cream dish, you could have your red wine with this, and it's going to be terrific, or you could have a light Chardonnay. I've got a little bit of the Columbia Crest Chardonnay that I've talked about before. That's what I'm going to have with it tonight, because I've got just enough to have a nice glass full of that. Okay, noodles are cooking along really good here. Let's see. This is not terribly exciting, is it? On the Food Network, see, they fast forward through all this stuff. So, do I have a story to tell you? I can't think of it. We're still in the middle of coronavirus, although if you're watching this 10 years later, maybe we're out of coronavirus and everything's fine and people are going, what was that all about? I don't know about you, but I am ready for this to be over with. And I get all the arguments for opening up or staying closed. I get them both. It's something we're all never, ever going to agree on. Personally, kind of my opinion is, if you're scared and in a compromised health position, You know, don't get out there and move around with society. Just stay home if you feel better about that. I'm still getting out and about and doing my thing. Some people said, am I wearing a mask? And no, I haven't. But at the same time, I lost my wife last October, my best friend. I just don't live in fear that much. And I know the argument, what if you give it to somebody else? Well, I just pray that I don't have it. I've always had good health, and hopefully that will remain the case. And again, I shouldn't even discuss it because half of you are going to hate me for that. Half of you are going to say, oh, that's great. So let's just get away from that subject. I mentioned a secret ingredient that we're going to add to this once it's finished off. And that's this. You see what that is? Artichoke antipasta. This stuff is delicious. You can eat it right out of the jar, put it on a cracker or something like that. I'm going to add a little bit of it today to our pasta dish. I must tell you, I think our noodles are just about done. That's great news. Okay, so, it's hot. Let's test our noodle and see. You know what? Like Pam always said, another 2 minutes. So, keep going here. This is a good look. Did I show you how this looks? See there? Huh? Does that look nice? Looks pretty good, huh? I think this is going to be delicious. We'll also add this. I gotta go get it. Bear with me. I'm not far from you. We'll finish it off with a little bit of this Parmesan, Romano, and Assaggio cheeses. It's already kind of broken up for us in there. We'll do that on our finished dish, and that's going to make it really good. And yes, that's going to add a little more fat and calories to it. And this is a really smelly cheese, but it tastes really good. So we'll be adding that to our mixture. All right. I think our noodles are just about done, gang. Quick and easy. Do you think it's been 2 minutes? I don't know. You were running your clock on it, right? Okie dokie. Let's see. I'm going to try and get one more noodle out. Ha! I bet some of you at home are going, there's an easier way to try a noodle. I'm sure there is. So feel free to leave your comment as to here's the best way to try a noodle. Well, I'll be honest with you. I think they're done. So, we're going to come over here in just a minute, and I'm going to drain the noodles, and then I'll bring them back so you guys can see it. Now, so I don't drip water all over the place, I'll have this underneath it, and that's going to be hotter than you can imagine, I know. Okay, so we're going to turn this off now. Our noodles are about done. So here we go. I'm going to strain them now, okay? You're not going to be able to see that. Trust me, it's happening. There we go. You know what I did? I returned the noodles to this pot. Now, I'm putting them in there. We're going to finish this. See that sizzle? Look at that. We've got some beautiful color in here. Oh yeah, soaking up that oil. Just a nice olive oil finish. This is a pretty dish. Now, I've got my artichoke antipasta. And it's got a little oil in it. And I'm going to put a couple of big old tablespoons of that in there. Stir this around. Oh, this looks beautiful. Do you guys see it? Lots of beautiful colors. We've got mushrooms. We've got artichoke antipasta. We've got our red pepper flakes. And now we're going to add a little bit of our Parmigiano cheese. Yeah, Parmesan, Assaggio. You know, I told you, it's got all these different things in it. Now, one thing that I hate about a wooden spoon, everything sticks to it. So now that I've got a little cheese in there, I'm going to go back to my little spoon, okay? And I'm going to add my cheese because the cheese, I can get it off of the metal spoon, but getting off that wood spoon is almost impossible. Oh, wow. Look at that. Look at this. It looks beautiful. And then one more thing for me, not necessarily you, I finish it again with some red pepper flakes. And we are done, gang. Look at that. Quick and easy gourmet dinner ready to eat from my kitchen to yours. So there you have it. Hope you enjoyed that. Maybe you learned something. Maybe you didn't. Be sure to subscribe to our channel, Traveling with Jack and Pam. You guys have a good day. I'm going to turn it off now.